Welcome back to the channel, guys. Big hello to the new subscribers I've picked up over the last couple of weeks. Today's job, we're going to be going into Liverpool docks and picking up a load of soya, and we're going to run that all the way across country to Shepshed. And we're not that far from the docks, so we'll just crack on and go down to the docks. Right, we're just arriving at the port now. That's the entrance just in front. As we're a bulk tipper, he will stop us and ask us where we're going, because there is places you're not allowed to go to from this entrance. We'll have to use a different one, all because of a queuing system. That's the ferry terminal port in there. Don't want that one. That's a fuel depot on that side. And these are the sheds on the right hand side, what we want. But we'll have to go down here first and get booked in. We just need to go in here now and get booked in. That's us done. Then we'll go down here onto the weigh bridge and we'll get weighed in. These use an automated system And I've got a little card to zap on that pole there. This is the card. Has all the details already in the computer. We just press OK and that'll be us done. The loading bays are just around this corner. Once we get inside the shed, then we'll be able to take our sheet off. There is a marshal on the right who we've got to hand paperwork to, and he'll tell us when we're allowed to go. To open the sheet, we need to use this T-handle bar, which is this one. Goes on the end of the sheet and is winded straight back. Marshall's told us we can go down to the pod number we want. He's told us it is pod number 18, which is right at the very bottom of the shed. There's a 10-mile-an-hour limit inside this shed. From the looks of it, they've just had a boat in and they've been unloading it because these bays have overflown, as you can see. All that should be inside those walls. If you're wondering what that ticking noise is, it's actually the hazard lights. You've got to have the hazard lights on when you're in this place. We're coming up to pod 18 now on the right hand side. And that loading shovel looks like he's putting more on the floor than he is in that truck. Once he's finished with that one, and then we'll pull across this doorway and then he'll start loading us. Right, he's give us the thumbs up, so we'll pull forward and get into position to get loaded.
nearly at the weight now, so I'm just going to lift the body up. It'll give us the correct weight on the weigh, and we'll see how far we are away. We're looking at 27,600 kilos at the minute, and we want to be just over 28,000, so not too far away. Once he puts a bit more in, and I'll blast the horn to stop him now, and that'll do for us. That's near enough spot on. We'll put the body back down, and then at this point I don't know how high that is, higher than the body, so we'll do our usual, where we'll drive forward and then we'll hit the brakes to level the load, which does make the job a lot easier, as you'll see when we stop here. There we go, and it's leveling it off. Right, we're just going to pull a bit further forward, just beside the sheeting gantry. As you can see, there's one on the left and one on the right. That's so you can get up, level your load if you need to, and inspect it. So having a quick look inside, which has got more at the front than the back, so not the best of loading. But this big rake here, if it's far too high, you just stick it into the load and pull it over to level it off. Just giving you a quick demo of what you do. Next job is to go back down the bottom, and we'll get sheeted up, and we'll be on our way to the outweigh bridge. Just rolling it back over. And those straps you can see lying there, whip them down, put them in the ratchets, tighten it down nice and tight, and then we'll be on our way. Right, we'll just make our way out of these sheds now. Go and get weighed out and get our weighbridge tickets. The loading shovel in front of you doesn't have a bucket on that one. It's got a big long attachment with a blade on the front, and they use that to push the stuff or the goods up towards the roof so they can get more in. As you can see, it has got quite a bit of length on that. And we'll do the same on this weighbridge as the last one. We'll zap our card and it'll give us our final weight, and we'll just get a ticket. They have put a little stop sign there, what you can barely see, because a few people have actually went straight forward and just ripped the barrier clean off because you can't see it if you don't know it's there. So just waiting for the barrier to go up now, because we don't want to be the next one that rips it clean off. Okay, so now all we'll have to do is make our way off this weighbridge, nice and steady, because it's a little bit of a tight one, and then make our way back out of the dock. It's not that far to the end. We're right near the end when we've come in here. This is a little checkpoint what they've got up here, so sometimes you can be pulled in and checked over by the police, but luckily for us, we're not in today. So I'll just leave it here and I'll come back to you when we get the ship shed. Okay, so we're back now and we've just getting off the M1 And we're not very far away from this mill we're going to. Just as I thought, it's just starting to get a little bit dark now. It's a good place to come to, I suppose, because it's only half a mile, if that, from the motorway. Not quite sure what they're doing with all these roadworks, but they've been on with these for almost a year now, I think. If there's any HGV drivers watching this that comes up and down the M1, they might recognise this place if they stop off at the truck stop next door. We'll just follow these two trucks in here. That's where we want to be. And you've got junction 23 truck stop on the left. Road's a bit on the rough side down here. Plenty potholes. They're all queuing for the truck stop, so we'll just go past them. We want next door. Now we finally arrived at the mill. The weighbridge on the floor there. So we'll do our usual, get booked in. That's us all booked in now, and we're just making our way around to the tip. Little bit of a tight yard, they've got stuff all over the place, so have to be a little bit careful. And after all that, we'll come down here and we're blocked. The wagon on the left's just filling up with fuel. So we'll have to wait until he moves. Right, now it's time for the best bit. Getting ourselves onto the tip. A little bit better angle for you to see what's going on. So we'll just get ourselves lined up, because the tips do look quite big, but you've got those bits on the floor and you've only got about 3 inches either side each wheel to get it in. As you can see, I have overshot that just a little bit, but we'll see if we can try and correct it here. And as we chase it round, we'll be able to see in this mirror now. And yes, it looks like we're getting it in. So that's us in the back of the tip bit here. This is the green hatch what I'm opening. It's just a little hatch on the back door, and you can control the flow with it, so it's not one big rush, just nice and steady. And as you can see, this stuff is very dusty and it goes everywhere. So we'll close that back up and then we'll go and get our little attachment to go on the back. It's called a grain sock, and I'll show you in a second. Well, I'll try and show you with all this dust. Right, this is it here. It just goes over the grain hatch, and then you can control the flow coming out. That'll just, once we tip it up, it'll lie against the grate, and once it backs up to that, it'll just keep a nice steady flow. Right, so we'll reopen this grain hatch again. And then we'll go around and then we'll start lifting it up. As you can see, as it starts to tip up, the sock starts to get closer to the grate. And then you can't see anything. Right, I cut the video there because you just couldn't see a thing. And I've come back round to double check on it. And then we'll just tip it right at the very top to get the bits out from the top of the trailer, get it down to the bottom so we can get it out through the grain hatch. That's as much as what we can get out through the grain hatch, but there will still be quite a bit in either side of the grain hatch all the way down. So we'll just give this a little fold up and chuck it to one side. So now what we'll do, we'll undo the twist locks on the back door. Then we'll knock off the D-ring. And I'll knock off this last D-ring here. And that'll release the back door. But as you'd see, always stand out the road of the back door. Never stand behind it. Safety first. Then we'll just give it one last lift up to get out everything. The reason we can't do this from the beginning is because there's like a small auger in the bottom of the pit, and it would just overflow it and go everywhere. That's why it has to be done through the grain hatch, so it's nice and slow. This has took about 30 minutes to do. And this is the dirty sort of work, way not dirty but very dusty sort of work, what we do. Right, so this is our grain sock what we've been using. Just folds up and it goes on the side of the trailer. Right, we've dropped the body down and now we're just sitting waiting to get on the weigh bridge the way back out. That's us done. And we'll get weighed out. I hope you guys and the new subscribers have enjoyed this one. It is dark nights at the moment and we haven't been able to get much done. Now the lighter nights are here, we should get a few more videos in. There is a couple I'll leave links on the screen here for different ones what we've done. Tipping ones, there's dash cam footage ones, a little bit of everything. So that's us now weighed out and we're off to our next job. So don't forget guys, if you've enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button and hit the like. It really does mean a lot. Anybody who wants to leave any questions or anything, just put them below. I answer every question what I get. I read all of them and I answer all of them. So until the next time guys, have fun, stay safe, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe